Hello there. And we are live.
Oh, hold on, I was on mute. Yeah, so people, make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you're subbing to Tony Claude Gunner TV and Waffle TV or Waffle Don, the Waffle Don. But yeah, breaking news this morning. I'm gonna just get into it quickly right now. Diogo Jota has passed away in a car crash, which is, you know, the saddest of news you can hear first thing in the morning. Condolences out to his wife. He got married apparently last week, and you know, he leaves 3 beautiful children, a beautiful wife, and his family, obviously. And obviously, you know, his teammates. We all know Diogo Jota was a baller. You know, when he played Arsenal, you know, he always seemed to score against us. So this is a sad day for football throughout the world, in my opinion. There was speculation that, you know, he may have left Liverpool this season, but nothing concrete. And yeah, this is, as big up to AFC in the building, this is devastating news.
Big up AFC. Yeah.
So you know what, condolences out to the family, and it's such a sad day. It's such a sad day. But you know what, with everything, you know, we have to continue with life, and we have to, you know, love each other and respect each other as we go. But listen, I don't know if you want to touch on the Jota situation quickly before we talk about other things.
Yeah, definitely, of course. Big up to everyone who's actually joined this live. I mean, it's in the morning, you know, typical work day in the UK. Sun is shining, summer holidays or some. I'm actually on the road and traveling, so, you know, I just have to honor the invitation of my brother, you know, for us to go live, of course. You know, me and Abs, way back, you know, started this shit with him. CFP, yeah, I just got the news. I just literally left my hotel in Istanbul, yeah. And I was at the airport, and then I just wanted to, you know, just talk to my brother Abs, and he just dropped that bump on me. And I was like, what is going on? Diego Jota, one of the best wingers as forwards that have ever graced the Premier League. I mean, I feel sad. I mean, there's a time where you just have to drop rivalry and just sympathize, you know, with what has happened. You know, I mean, condolences go to his family. You know, I just heard he got married. Probably maybe a week ago or so. I don't know. But, you know, condolences to his brother, sisters, everyone that's missing parents. You know, it's sad. It's sad. Such an amazing player. Such a and very classy player too. You know, you hardly hear Jota in any kind of like scandal. You know, he's always a very disciplined player. Even when he scores goals against us or rival teams, is, you know, a calm head. He's a calm guy. So you know, I mean, it hits hard, man. It hits hard. You know, it's hard. And definitely, I'm 100% sure this is going to leave a very big void in that Liverpool team. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. You know, when death occurs, it's really hard to talk about it, especially when it's just happened suddenly. Definitely, he would have probably been speaking to his teammates. You know, his manager probably would have spoken to him at some point, looking forward to him coming back from holidays. As I said, he just got married last week, apparently. There's a beautiful photo that I'll send you of him and his children and his wife. And it's just shocked the whole football community. And you can never prepare yourself. You can never prepare yourself. Apparently, there's a massive echo. You can never prepare yourself for the inevitable. And that's why, you know what, every day, that's why I keep, sometimes I say to a lot of people, I just remind people on my streams, you know, that, you know, every day is a blessing, and count your blessings, because one day, me or you, we might not be streaming, and like, what's happened? What's happened to this person? What's happened to that person? And they might not no longer be with us. So, you know what? We just have to just be cool, innit? Just be cool, and
we have to be grateful for life. Grateful for life. Because every air we draw, every breath we draw, it only comes from one person, and that's God. You know, from up above. You know, and we just have to be, you know, grateful for every time, every period we draw breath. You know, this is a big shock to the community.
Definitely. But anyway, obviously there's going to be a lot of tributes out to Jota today. All I can remember from Jota, is the goals that he used to score. A very classy player, very technically sound. You know, better than any of the forwards that we have, to be honest. 28 years old as well. That's very young. For a young man to pass away, and you know, obviously his children as well. He's got very young children as well.
Very young children.
Yeah. So
how many kids does he have?
He had 3 children. He had 3 children.
Oh, 3, right?
3 children.
Oh my God, such a young dude, man. I mean, he's not up to 35.
I know.
He's not up to 35, innit?
No. But also as well, there was someone else who died. What? It's saying that Diogo Jota's brother, Andre Silva, 25-year-old Penafiel player in wherever, Portuguese second league, has also passed away following the accident. So him and his brother, so Diogo Jota and his brother have also passed away.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
His brother has passed away as well.
His brother's passed away.
Yeah.
Oh my days, man. What kind of calamity is this? It's a big shock, man. Very, very big shock.
SubhanAllah, this is wow. This is
my days. Jota is such a nice guy. I mean, he's such a classy footballer. Nice person, nice personality. His ambience, it radiates discipline, it radiates a tactical kind of player. I mean, managers who have managed him have nothing but nice things to say about him. You know,
this is crazy.
Slot. I mean, they all eulogize him. I mean, they like the guy. And that's why the guy finds playing time, even if Liverpool have, lots of competitive players playing, in the football club, mostly in the attacking front. They still bring him from the bench. They still use him tactically to give themselves an advantage. He's such a classy player, and he's finishing. He has one of the best torch.
Yeah.
In Premier League. I mean, the way he breaks the ball, the way he moves with the ball. He's not the fastest of players, but he's got pace that could actually bamboozle players and confuse opposition players. So it's such a big miss. And Liverpool will miss him more.
100%. Yeah, but moving on.
Abs, but seriously, last summer I was like, I don't mind going to get Jota into our team. I mean, last summer, I was really like, okay, why don't we just go and get him as a backup to whomever we're gonna bring to the football club? You know, I was thinking about that. You know, but he's a Premiership program player, can come from the bench. It's just his injury record that that has any kind of dent in the record that he has set in the Premier League. You know, but he's so rest in peace, man.
Sky Sports News have reported it was caused from a tyre burst from overtaking.
Oh my days! A tyre burst from an overtaking. Wow.
So yeah, it's remember as well, Jota's brothers passed away as well. So condolences to the family,
condolences
to all of them as well, because this is absolutely huge news right now. The Liverpool fans, must be devastated right now, and all those that are close to the family as well. So seriously, sometimes football has to take a back step, at times, and certain things, life. You know what I mean? Let's talk about life. But anyway, I know we've been speaking about the death and stuff, but I also want to talk about what's going on with you right now, because you're at my airport.
You're second home. You are
you're in my airport. You're in my airport right now, man. So how is Istanbul? It must be really hot in Istanbul.
Man, I spent a few days in Istanbul. I mean, I've been here for maybe 15 times since I've been traveling. Yeah. And it's a very special place. Apart from it being a big footballing nation, of course, Galatasaray, Trabzonspor, which other one again is Fenerbahce, Besiktas. I mean, there's so many football clubs in Turkey. Footballing nation, but apart from football, the people are so welcoming. The people are so nice. I mean, they're not into your business here and there, but when you need help, directions around, and you ask them a question in English, even if English isn't their first language, they'll delve deep, into their linguistic argument and try to help you out. Amazing place, amazing landscape. I was at the Mall of Istanbul. I wish I was just rolling that area with you, my brother. I mean, we have to meet up in Istanbul, man.
Definitely.
Maybe I just take a trip to Ankara or any other place, or but there's a place in Turkey I really want to visit. They call it Cappadocia.
Yes, yeah. Well,
it's one of the places I've never been to.
Yeah,
and it hurts me that that I didn't have so many more days to spend in Turkey. If not, I would have taken a trip down there. That remains one of the places that I want to go to. And I want to see the London balloons.
Yeah, it's expensive though. There's a lot of things going on in Turkey at the moment because their inflation is really bad right now. Their money there is really bad. For me, it's good because the conversion rate is good for me.
The exchange rate.
But for the Turkish people right now, they're struggling, man. Obviously, you get the rich people, they're all right, but a lot of the Turkish people are struggling with the high rent, high inflation, man. So although it's a lot,
but again, they have a strong mentality.
Yeah,
they'll push through. Yeah. I mean, I went into the city. Yeah, I mean, people are working. People are trying to push through. I mean, I'm not seeing crime here.
Yeah.
I mean, It's a nice place. It's a lovely place. You know, it's ever sunny. I mean, my brother, man, I'm very sure it should be about 30 degrees centigrade down here, bro.
Yeah.
It's freaking hot. It's hot.
Yeah. Listen,
You
where
want to
I'm
enjoy your money. This is the kind of place you come to. You know, enjoy the place, enjoy the land, enjoy the landscape.
Yeah, where I'm from is like an hour flight from there, and it is even hotter. It is even hotter where Alanya is. Yeah, Alanya is south.
Alanya. Yeah.
It's even hotter. So going down there, that's what I'm saying.
Alanya is a popular tourist center.
Yes, it is, and you'll have to come and meet me there one day. But anyway, whereabouts are you? So you're in Istanbul Airport, yeah? Which because Istanbul's a big airport, yeah. It's quite a big airport. It's quite a big airport.
So big.
You don't think it's big?
Istanbul is actually a small airport.
You think
It's
so?
not really big. It's a small airport. Come on, man. I've been in lots of airports in my life.
Yeah.
You've time coming to Turkey.
Yeah, you've been in some big ones,
bro. If you go to Paris airport, what will you say?
Paris? Is Paris massive?
It's big.
Serious?
Yeah, that French airport. I mean, you have to. Oh my days! You have to walk long distances before you can be able to get to your destination. With Turkey, it's more easy. It's more streamlined. With Turkey, it's more streamlined. It's more easier to just ease through the. You just ease through the gaps and it's a pretty much straightforward airport. The security checkpoint isn't far, from the customs checks and every other thing. It's pretty much simplified.
There's always harass me in
little or no queues.
Yeah, they
in the
always stop me
security
there.
area. It's simple and easy to get here.
Yeah.
Even the checks are so simple and they're so polite. Imagine me going through, a person of color going through security checks and they're not tapping my pockets. No one is going through my genitals trying to harass me or something like that. I've been to airports that are very, very when you're pushing the collar, you know what that brings, right?
Yeah, you get.
They're putting hands in different places.
Yeah,
trying to annoy you.
I don't get that treatment there, man. I don't get the patted down rubbish, but I do get. They do stop me every now and again, and just to look at my passport and stuff. So whatever it is, I go there a lot, isn't it? I'm always going.
You're always there.
Yes, I'm always there. But anyway, you know what? We need to touch on obviously our beloved Arsenal team, isn't it? And
definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I've had a few kind of like streams with BBK. I don't know if you've been watching the streams with BBK, but
I'll have to catch up on it because I've been on vacation mode. I've not really been. And Arsenal is annoying me, and definitely I know they're annoying you too. So there's no motivation to watch anything. No one has any answer.
Exactly.
We all lied to. Today is Gutierrez, tomorrow is and CP has agreed to lower the prices. Tomorrow is Sesko. He wants to come. Tomorrow Sesko doesn't want to come. Next tomorrow Sesko is arguing about the price and his wages. Next tomorrow his agent is talking smack. Next month we'll be hearing something different. Eze is about to sign. Arsenal is having problems with Eze signing. Arsenal goes to Chelsea Football Club and go drop in a check for Noni Madueke. We are being lied to. We are being traumatized. This is not fair. It's not sustainable. It's not fair. It's not effective. Look all around us. Man City is stockpiling weapons in uniform, ready to take over from Liverpool next season. Big ammunition. But we are here disgracing ourselves. Not good enough.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange kind of one to actually talk about, because no one knows what's going on behind the scenes. I don't even know if Arsenal know the Arsenal guys know what's going on behind the scenes. This is all very hush hush, very secretive. Maybe this is the way that Berta moves, isn't it? But every day is ticking along, isn't it? It's July the 3rd today. Still no striker news. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. What do you think that we have to know what's going on, or do you think that what Arsenal are doing right now is just keeping everything quiet, as a club should do? What do you think?
With Arsenal transfers, it's always a public slug out. The history of Arsenal and transfer news, they go 5 and 6. It's always a public thing when it comes to Arsenal. I remember when we wanted to bring Declan Rice. You remember how he dragged out? You remember the public nature of it. When we brought in Walker, public nature of it. When we brought in Ozil, the public nature of it. There's always that buzz. And if there's no buzz, there's no truth in it when it comes to Arsenal transfers. I mean, traditionally, we're not like these other football clubs that move in silence when they're doing transfers. Clubs like Man City, they move in silence. You just hear they're interested in the player. That being, the next week they get the player.
Yeah.
Liverpool, the same thing. They never make it public unless they have concrete confidence in bringing the player. Even before this Ritz, who I do think is practically the best attacking midfielder in the world right now. They've already done their homework before trying to bring him in. They've already agreed personal terms on the ground. The only time it became public was when Bayern Leverkusen tried to, finesse them, in getting more money from them. I mean, it's Liverpool. They just won the title. There's money. They're one of the. I mean, they're the second highest ranked club in terms of what they made last season. Arsenal is at the top of the gate, and that's because of our movements in the Champions League. Of course, we got to the Champions League semi-final. It raised more money for us, and of course, finishing in the top 4. So we ranked above Liverpool, and of course, merch sales is going on. Of course, So definitely they try to finish Liverpool into getting more money. That's why it became more public. With Arsenal, if the transfers are in public, we are not ready to go for that player. It should be public. It should be public. And that's why this Cisco transfer stuff. It's public. That's why your Kerry stuff. It's public. It has to be public with Arsenal. We never move slowly and effectively in the market. It has to be a public thing. Because mind you, Arsenal, we like freebies. We like reduced price.
Yeah.
We like the cheap thing.
Yeah.
We're so cheap, and so we have no honor when going with this football clubs through negotiation. So we try using publicity to try to reduce the pricing in the player and try to somehow.
Tony, you got an echo. Apparently you got a massive echo that's coming from you. I don't know what's going on, but
massive echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the second person.
I'll go out and come back in. I'll go out and come back in.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, people. So obviously we've touched on Jota's passing away, and also his brother as well. Let's not forget about his brother Andre Silva, who's also passed away as well in this tragic accident. Words. There's no words, is there really? There's not much really you can say, man. It's just a shock, you know. And it just goes to show you the reality, the true reality of life, that, you know what, you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. So, you know, you just have to just like appreciate what you have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you've woken up, you've got water to drink, you know, you can turn on a light, you know, you can see, you can hear, you can taste, you can touch, you can feel, you can smell. Then you know what, please, please ban this Tony in the chat, Abs. Was disrespectful and fan zone stream talking about Jota and insurances. Okay. Okay, he's out of here. He's out of here, man. We got Tony back in. Yo, Tony.
Yeah, I'm back.
Is that any better, chat? Is that good?
Yeah, I think it's better. I'm not getting any echo from it.
Sounds a bit better.
It's better.
So
there might be a little echo, but not much.
Yeah, I can't hear it personally. But talking of public, yeah, Eze has come out and his agent have come out that Arsenal, you know, have been in talks with Eze and his camp. What's your thoughts on this Eze possible transfer? Godfrey saying echo is still the same. I don't know. I can't hear it from my end, so I don't know what's going on. I can't hear it, and I can't hear it on the live either. When I'm, let me see when I hear it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm hearing echo from you too. So I think maybe it's from the stream itself.
Do you want me to jump out?
It's both of us. I don't know why.
Do you know what? It might be because I'm streaming from my phone. I might have to jump out, you know. Hold on a sec. Let me just.
Yeah.
I might have to jump out and let me.
Yeah, you jump out, come in, I'll hold it down. See ya, people. Yeah, big up, see ya, people. Yeah, of course, me and Apps just trying to you know, get something going on. I mean, when we heard about Jota's death. Oh, it's from Abs. It's his phone. Yeah, I think my voice is not echoing right now because I can hear myself. So see ya, people. Yeah, Jota dead. Big miss in the Premier League. Yeah, but again, we move. And in fact, if we get to the topic of Arsenal and how we're moving, yeah, we're moving mad in the transfer window. We can't get deals done. I mean, look at how Liverpool do their deals. They brought in Kekes. They've brought in Ritz, the best attacking midfielder in the world right now. I mean, they've brought in players, even if they've won the league already, to supplement what they already got. So why is it that even when we have not won anything, we've won nothing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And yet we're just pretending as if we're doing something. We're just pretending as if we're doing something. How in God's name do you have the opportunity to sign? How in God's name do you have the opportunity to sign the Grim Ripper? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, people are just calling me because, of course, you know, I'm about to travel. That's why. But please don't be angry about that.
Do you need to go?
No. I'll get back to them after the show.
Okay.
See, yeah, Abs. I mean, why aren't we going to tie up that deal for Victor Gyökeres? It's not a complicated transfer. In fact, Benjamin Sesko's transfer is more complicated than Victor Gyökeres' situation. He wants out. I'm not even really sure Benjamin Sesko wants out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. So why can't we just go and close that deal for Victor Gyökeres? 70 million pounds plus add-ons clearly gives us an advantage with Sporting CP. And Gyökeres wants to come. There's something different about a player here that wants to come and play for the badge. There's something unique and something different. You can tell that Benjamin Sesko is only out there for improvement, that for his personal improvement. So if he gets a better club that comes next season, if he scores 20 or more goals in the Premier League, is off. He doesn't want to play for our football club. It's because of money and because of a big move. But Victor Gyökeres, who I think right now, yeah, is the hottest property in Europe right now. I call him personally the Grim Ripper. Look at what he has done. Why would Arsenal Football Club decide not to go and tie that deal up for Victor Gyökeres? It makes absolutely no sense. And again, when a player like Eze, Eneberechi Eze, becomes available to the public, yeah, you go for it. Because we have someone who's currently stinking at the place in Gabriel Martinelli. He offers us nothing. I heard that there's negotiations going between Gabriel Martinelli and Bayern Munich. Good and okay. Sell him off. In fact, I would take even 35 million pounds for him. Use that money and tie up that deal for Eze, because Eze would even help us out in multiple dimensions. It could play on that left-hand side. It could also play in that number 10 area. Mind you, last season, we had a big, huge problem with Martin Odegaard and his creativity. You know, it slowed down a bit. He got injured too. I mean, what gives us the confidence that this season is not going to have a more even drab situation at Arsenal? So with Eze, we covered 2, even 3 spots. He can play on that left-hand side, left wing. You can also tuck him in behind the striker. You can actually play him in that number 10 area, and he also plays number 8 perfectly. So if Declan Rice decides to go off, he can come in, or you tuck him in that left centre mid. If Martin Odegaard has a glitch in the matrix, simply hack him off in the second half and bring in Eze. He helps us out in different dimensions. It's a complete no-brainer why Arsenal don't want to complete this deal for Eze. Forget Rodrigo. Rodrigo, we have to even come down here and acclimatize into the system. I want someone who understands the league, who knows what it is to play in England, who wants to play in England, who understands how to harmonize with a team and can hit the ground running immediately. Eze transfer makes complete sense for the Arsenal.
Sorry, Tony, just to clarify, I think some of the guys in the chat, they're saying that you said something which didn't sound too compassionate. I think I was off for the moment. But just to clarify to everyone, that I've worked with Tony for the longest of times, and he's not someone that's going to talk smack about someone passing away. I don't know.
I never said anything.
I don't know how people interpreted it, but you know,
I never said anything bad about it.
Yeah, we've been speaking about Jota from the start of this stream, and you know, we've just moving on to another topic now. So you know, he's not. I don't think he said it in any way to offend anyone, because
Nah, I never said, bro. I never said anything
I know,
about him at all
What-
in bad taste. Nothing at
But,
all.
but what they said is that this is what they said. You said Jota's dead, but we moved. Let's talk about Arsenal and transfers. That's what they actually think. But I know you anyway. I know you.
Nah, I never said anything.
Most people, I know you better than most people, and you know what? I know whatever was said, it wasn't said. You know, like to be spiteful and like that. So
Jota is top player. I have nothing but respect for him. You know, I even wanted him in our football club, and I send condolences to his family and to Liverpool fans too. He's a great, absolute player. The only thing, maybe they're misinterpreting what I said about his injury record. You know, I mean, Jota had, lots of injuries in his playing career with Liverpool, but you know, whenever you needed him to step up, he steps up. You know, and that's what you need in a player that usually comes off the bench. It gives you sustainability. It gives you something, that Arsenal doesn't currently have. We don't have the quality of Diego Jota from the bench. That's a bigger problem.
Exactly. But anyway, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, we were talking about the Eze stuff.
Eze
stuff. Yeah. So you know what? Godfrey put something on here. These three players. If we got in these three players, Rodrigo, Eze, and Gyökeres, and by the way, people,
I have to board. I'm carrying different passports.
All right, listen, brother. Yeah. Listen, I hope
but let's maybe for some few minutes, of course.
Okay, yeah. But I still wanted to say, you know what? I'm wishing you a safe trip.
Thanks, man. Africa. I really appreciate that. But I want to hear your take on Eze. What's your take on Eze?
This is my take. Yeah, what Godfrey says. Rodrigo, Eze, and Gyökeres. Those three players will elevate our team. Eze. I've been talking about Eze for the longest amount of times now. That's someone that I would love at the club. Someone, do you know what? His ability on the ball is second to none. I don't think there's anyone in our team that possesses that type of skill set close to him. He's tenacious with it. He's skillful. He can also shoot as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he could. One thing about Eze is that he doesn't need to be on the wing, because he can run through the center, and that's something you don't see. That's something you don't see at Arsenal. Everything is
huge point. You never see players running from the middle of the park, cutting out defenses, breaking out midfield. True. At Arsenal, it's hard. It's difficult.
Exactly. But yeah, man, that's my take on Eze. Today, you know what? Yeah, my brother contacted me. And he didn't even know about Jota's passing. You know what I mean? He just wanted to catch up about Arsenal. So we were always going to catch up about Arsenal, regardless.
Regardless, yeah. But what's your take on Rodrigo? If Arsenal decide, okay, let's take it like this. Should we bring in Eze or should we bring in Rodrigo? What would be your take?
Oh, that's a difficult one, you know. I want both of them, man. I can't just say I want one or the other. I want both. Because
you're getting greedy now.
No, why? We're entitled to be greedy. We're entitled to be greedy, bro. Yeah, we need both players. I don't want one or the other. Yeah, one wants to come to us, the other one doesn't. I'm gonna want the player that wants to come to us, isn't it? Because if you don't want to come to us, that tells me a lot about you, isn't it? So I would prefer Eze at this stage, because Jota's Rodrigo heart is not in coming to Arsenal. So why am I going to want a player that don't want to come to Arsenal? But I do want us to go to, if there was a choice, I want both players. Yeah, I want the greediness.
Yeah,
players. You know?
Yeah, Godfrey is saying something down there in that chart that he just posted here that I'm seeing here. No. The one that was there already.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. No, the other one that you removed. It was talking about defensive, something about us stacking up in defensive areas.
This one, stockpiling. We love stockpiling.
Yeah, in defensive areas. I mean, Godfrey, it's very important Arsenal closes this deal for Mosquera, Christian. Mosquera has played up to nearly 90 senior games for Valencia. Of course, he's originally from South America, but of course, he's playing for the Spanish under 21. See, people, this guy, Arsenal went to Valencia, bid for this guy for about 10 million pounds. Valencia knocked off that proposal. Actually said, you know what, we're gonna give him a new contract. It's a big asset for them. But he's tall, 6 foot plus, is a dangerous player. I mean, under 21, played up to 90 senior games for Valencia. That's big. And the player is in that mode of a more taller Saliba. He has grit in him. He never gives up. He's a hard tackler. And again, him in set pieces is so dangerous because he's 6 foot plus. He's tall enough. He can get ahead of, in terms of aerial battle. He's a great player. I hear you when you talk about defensive reinforcement, but I do think we need one defensive reinforcement because look at what this manager has bought in this football club. We have a player who we brought from Bologna just last season for nearly about 50-something million pounds, and he can't defend. Just let that sink in. We have a player in Calafiori who can't defend. We're also going into a new season with Kivio, who doesn't even want to be at Arsenal in the first place. His wife goes to Italy every now and then. She doesn't like England. Kivio doesn't like England. He hates this place. He hates England. He doesn't want to play here. And he's not even good enough. So, I don't want to go into the new season with calamity defenders and no one to actually push Saliba. And again, Abs, you remember last season, Saliba had some, some terrible choices in defense last season. And again, that's because when he looks at that bench, he doesn't see character. He doesn't see someone who's willing to drag the bull by its horn and give him a big challenge. Christian Mosquera, Spanish under 21 player, offers that for us. So in light of what Godfrey was talking about, defensive reinforcement, I hear you, but we do still need one more because and that should be someone in the mode of Mosquera. Hard tackling, great football brain, is an aggressive defender. In set pieces is a monster. Apart from that, he is you can use him technically in terms of that he understands the basics of football. If you want him to play in a back four, typical back four, he's your guy. If you want him to play in a flat back three with him for the most to the right, because he's a right-footed centre back, so he could play in a flat three. So in that light, he's a great player. I like the kid, and he's a budding player. He's that one that said, in fact, he came out in an interview and said, you know what, I want to come to Arsenal to fight for my place. When last have you heard that prospective signings talk like that?
Well, I've heard it from 3 players now: Mosquito, Gyökeres, and Eze. Those are the 3 players that say they want to come to Arsenal. So we need to.
It's not Mosquito. It's Mosquera. Mosquera. Yeah, Christian Mosquera.
I don't really know much about that.
That was funny, man.
Yeah.
Said Mosquito.
Really
my days.
I think that's going to get over the. I think that's going to get over the line though, because we need
20 to 25 million pounds will do the job for Christian Mosquera. Arsenal is just haggling with the price, but 20 million, the price ranges within 20 million. That's what they're asking for. So if Arsenal go down there with 20 million pounds plus add-ons, and some added benefits for Christian Mosquera, that should be enough to seal that deal for Arsenal. And he coming in, I mean, it just brings that fresh focus on our defense again. So suddenly we now have someone who could come in place of Saliba. When we hear all those rumors about Real Madrid, mind you, I still do think that this season Saliba is still pushing for an exit to Real Madrid. I still think so. I don't think it's settled. And he played with his head a little bit last season. So with this Christian Mosquera, it helps us out. It brings that stability. So if he wants to go to Real Madrid next summer, we have someone who will come in its place and we'll have a big problem.
Let's not forget though, we need to bring in some players, because Saliba's obviously probably talking to his agent thinking, boy, if we don't bring in the players, then listen, one season, because what it will be, so I think Saliba will stay one season, then he'll be off next season. You know what I mean? Madrid are probably in his head, already talking to his agents, I'm saying, we'll pay you a decent signing on fee, just, come next season, do you know what I mean? January we start the rumours, do you know what I mean, like it was with Trent for Liverpool, do you know what I mean, get into his head, and then the process will start from there. So, you know what? We as a club, the manager, I think needs to be held responsibility for not bringing the players or whoever you want to blame at the club for not having.
I mean, look at Calafiori. He can't defend. How do we have a centre back who can't defend? I mean, we can talk. I mean, we can say anything about him going forward as an attacking asset we have in the football club. I hear you, but he was brought in for such big amount of money from Bologna to come to this football club to defend, and he can't defend. He literally hates defending. If he's facing any Premiership attacker that has any little bit of pace, he's always running backwards rather than going with that front foot, going to make a tackle or kind of like protecting the goalkeeper in any way. He's a loose canyon in defense. We can't afford to have that calamity going into next season. I mean, you can talk about us being the best defensive side in the league, but I mean, all that can come crashing if Saliba or Gabriel gets injured next season. All that smack talk could just end, because we all know that Calafiori can't defend. We all know that we can't trust Kivio to the fullest. We know this.
Can I counter that, please?
Yeah, please.
Calafiori is not playing in his natural position right now, and we know when he played that centre back in those last few games, he looked half decent. So he's not a left back. So I'm not expecting him to turn and be quick and make them tackles as a left back, play as a left back. We know, that he's a centre back by trade, a left-sided centre back. So I'm not saying he's the greatest player, by the way. I'm not saying he's a great player, but if you're going to play players, if you're going to buy players, at least play them in their position so we can actually judge them in their position. I want to ask you this question as well. It's from AFC.
No, that's a valid argument. I actually buy your point. That's a valid argument. But again, this is Mikel Arteta's army. He brought that player to the football club. So, if he decides to play him in left back, then he better be a damn good left back. But, I mean, we all saw the lapses with that anyway. So I do share in that argument with you, But again, that's 50-something million down the drain, innit? We all suffer.
Yeah.
We all suffer.
There's a question here from AFC Always. Big up to AFC Always. And make sure, guys, I know you're here and you're watching the stream. I'm giving you morning time, people, 11 I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, 11:06 in the morning UK time. Yeah, make sure you slap the like button for me, please. Yeah, I know you're digging these streams. Yeah, so make sure you slap the like. 2 streams. Yeah. Big up to Tony as well. His name will be in the description once I finish.
Yeah, big ups, people.
As well. Also, this question here: if Eze joins Tottenham, should Berta be sacked? I know what the answer is to that, but I want to see what your answer is.
I mean, it depends. Again, people, yeah, this is this man's first season at the football club. Yeah, we're gonna judge him by what he does this summer, at least this summer. Yeah, if Eze goes to Tottenham, we don't know if he's gonna get Rodrigo. We don't know if he's gonna bring a more potent player at that left-hand side. But so we never know. Let's see what happens at the end of the summer. We can now draw up a calculation, an informed calculation of what he has done, and if he has done it properly. It still depends. If he brings in a player like Rodrigo and says, you know what, yeah, maybe we don't need an Eze, and maybe he brings in a Victor Gyökeres and maybe one more midfielder or any other person who could come in to help out Bukayo Saka, then we could look at it differently. If Eze goes to Tottenham, it depends. For me, it still depends. If he brings in Rodrigo, it could be a different topic altogether.
The crazy thing about this is that there's no guarantees in football in transfers. Yeah, so do you know what? Just because Eze said he wants to come to Arsenal, yeah. What about if Man City turn up now and say, do you know what? Yeah, slap bam, Liverpool slap bam. Yeah, then he goes to one of these clubs. Yeah, no. Why should Berta be sacked? Yeah, I don't agree with this notion that
I don't agree with it. I know
it's a question, but the guy's just come into the club, man. Do you know
he just came into the club.
Some of the battles he's not going to win. Do you understand, Jess? Some of the things that go in behind closed doors that we don't understand, yeah, where agents are like, well, listen, yeah, if I don't hear back from Arsenal in a certain amount of time, then do you know what? I am going to Spurs. I am going to wherever. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you start to think, oh well, do you know what? Yeah, maybe what's happening here, but we do not know as a club yet. And I'm going to say something to you guys. Yeah, I trust Berta. Right, I'm in the Berta trust camp, not the Arteta trust camp. I'm in the Berta trust camp. Yeah, so whatever anyone says right now, yeah, I trust in Berta right now, and you can clip it up. Send me the CD, send me a mixtape. I don't care. I'm saying because I'm about giving Berta some time, yeah. I don't think this guy came from Atletico with this reputation, yeah, to just come here and just be a fly on the wall. Remember as well, yeah, when you go to certain places as well, you have to adapt as well, yeah. You can't just come in and just start throwing your
exactly. I mean, I keep telling people this thing.
What's happening? You can't. You can't do that everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but I'll be absolutely shocked. This is the thing. I'll be absolutely shocked if that deal for Eze doesn't go through. That's the caveat I have there. I'll be extremely shocked if that deal for Eze doesn't go through. Eze, young, talented, fast-paced player. He can play, and again, it ticks all the whole boxes of what Mikel Arteta wants in a team. So literally, it is what the manager kind of likes. Rodrigo has already stated it clearly that he only wants to play from the wings. He doesn't want to be used as a striker. Already from Real Madrid, already quoting demands already. That's a big turn-off for Mikel Arteta. We all know it. He rules this football club as a monarch. He doesn't want any player dictating to him how he wants them to play. If you come into the football club, it's Mikel Arteta show. He dictates how he wants you to play. For me, I think that renders Rodrigo no for Arsenal because Mikel Arteta is there. But Eze, multidimensional, is everything Mikel Arteta talks about. Unless I smell hypocrisy down there, you can talk him in that right hand side. If you do keep Gabriel Martinelli in this football club. He can come from the bench in some tactical shake-up, remove Eze, tuck him down there in that number 10 position, bring in Gabriel Martinelli, put him down the left-hand side. So Eze can even be playing from the middle, and Gabriel Martinelli, one of Mikel Arteta's favorites, could still play in his favorite position in the left-hand side. So he offers a whole lot to this team. And again, just like you said earlier, we don't have a fast-paced player who could cut through teams from the middle. Martin Odegaard can do it. I mean, he can do it. He's the creator in chief, yeah, in quotes, but he doesn't create anything through the middle. But with Eze, with his pace, with his poise, he can actually get through defenders and get something going. So, I mean, depends on how you want to look at it, brother.
Low block, that's what we want. Players that can actually open up low blocks. Eze for me is the perfect type dribbler, you know, close control.
Eze bits a low block.
Type of player that
it completely opens up defenses.
You know what, bro, yeah? There's another question from here. Would Gyökeres score more than 20 league goals in an Arteta system? I don't even think about Arteta's system. I think about the player, you know? If the player has the ball and he's in front of goal, can he score 20 goals? Yes. Why can't he score 20 goals? If that ball comes to him and he's on the edge of the box, and he sees the keeper off the line or whatever, of course he can score. Of course he can score 20 goals. Of course he can score 20 goals.
I mean, it's far more better than what we have in the left-hand side, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's far more better than what we have in the left-hand side, isn't it? Look at Gabriel Martinelli. Did you know how many one-on-ones he got last season? What was his conversion rate with the one-on-ones he had last season?
Shocking.
Very, very poor. Bro, absolutely shocking. He has one of the most shocking starts when it comes to one-on-one conversion rates. It's a shocker. So if we have someone like Eze who has scored numerous amount of goals in a team like Crystal Palace, you know, all due respect to Crystal Palace, they don't kind of like have the kind of ammunitions we have in midfield and in defense. So I'll be right to say that if he comes down to Arsenal, where he has a more better defensive apparatus to work with, where he has a more better midfield apparatus to work with, it could be something different for him. So I bite from that perspective that he'll be more better than Gabriel Martinelli. It adds more quality for us down there. And that's what you want. You want players that will improve your squad. You want players that would come and change things. Players who will come and score more goals from attacking fronts. And that's what Eze completely represents in this league. He's done it for Crystal Palace. He can do it for us. It's simple. It's simple.
Definitely. How much time you got left, Tony?
Man, I'm about boarding right now, man.
Seriously, yeah. Should we end?
Definitely.
We've got 2 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. People, make sure you slap the like. Yeah, make sure you're subscribing if you're new. And yeah, it's a sad day for football.
Yeah, very sad day. You know, I really like Diego Jota. Very, very classy player. I mean, the way he plays, scores goals. You know, very disciplined player, calm-headed. You know, he's that kind of player every kind of fan would like to have, you know, in their team. Very great player. Condolences to his family and friends, and to Liverpool Football Club. He'll be greatly missed at Liverpool. Greatly missed, that's for sure.
Greatly missed. But yeah, Tony, man, wishing you a safe journey off to Holland. And thank you for taking out your time today. I know like you're traveling as well, so even more grateful and appreciate that you were able to jump on the stream today and us talk about football. But obviously, this football is our love, and we're going to talk about Arsenal, whether it's rain, wind, shower, whatever. We're going to talk about our beloved team. We're going to talk for a little while anyway. But remember, people, Angry Gooners podcast is coming back stronger and better next season. So please, people, if you're weak and you don't like to hear, you know, truth, then you know what, it's probably not going to be for you. But if you want to hear the passion, you know what I'm saying, you want to hear us talking, then anyway. But listen, safe journey, Tony. Big up to my Tony.
Thanks, man.
Big up to
thanks, man. Hey, thanks everyone for joining us today. Thanks everyone, and you guys, I'll catch you guys on the other side. I'll be with him on the stream when I get to Africa. Yeah, so you guys just take care of yourself.
Make sure, people. Peace and love. Yeah, peace out to you.
Yeah, peace and love. Yeah, safe. And we are out.